Look at the weather.
It's beautiful here.
Non-stop rain.
Oh, man, it is a blazer out there.
It's cold and it's shivery.
It is cold.
Really coming down here.
I really enjoy your weather reports.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network, we're talking weather in a whole new way. From historical events to what's coming up, plus weather news, science, safety, fun facts, and more.
I like where this is going.
This is Weather Weekly. Weather Weekly with Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Marcus Bailey.
It is Weather Weekly. Good to be with you here on as we roll along after the holiday weekend. Hopefully you had a fantastic one. No, we had to dodge some heavy rain across the area, but did at least salvage some dry time too. I know for fireworks Thursday night we were pretty good. Man, did we have some heavy rain on Thursday. I picked up about 1.5 inches, I think, at my house. Just in the late morning hours alone. I know there was a couple more rounds that kind of came on through. It was needed, but hopefully it didn't wash out your July 4th plans. Interesting forecasts coming up this week that we'll focus in on with the remnants of Beryl. Beryl's been a long-term news story, or weather story, I guess, that has been in the news. It's made 4 separate landfalls now. And now could play a role in our forecast here in central Indiana through midweek with the potential with some heavy rain. We're going to talk about that and some dry time ahead as well. It's all in the week ahead as we head back to work after the holiday, the week ahead for July 8th, 2024. That's next on Weather Week. All right, the week ahead here for July 8th, 2024. Let's get to it here and start off with a Monday, which I see no issues with at all. Looks pretty quiet. We'll have numbers into around 90, I think, probably later in the day. I don't think humidity is going to be awful, but it'll be elevated. All right, so it's going to feel uncomfortable. I would guesstimate your feels like temperatures are likely going to be hanging out into the mid-90s. Winds shouldn't be much of a factor. All right. All right, now, heading into Monday night, so this is Monday the 8th, there is a spotty shower or thunderstorm chance, but nothing too overwhelming. Most areas are going to be pretty quiet. We'll have lows into the mid-60s. All right, midweek is when things get a little dicey, and a lot of that is going to come with the remnants of Beryl. I think we're going to start off Tuesday probably dry, with partly to mostly cloudy skies. Our rain chances, some thunderstorm risks could increase as we go into the afternoon and evening hours. That's when we'll probably see those start to develop a bit more. Heading into Tuesday also, closer to the I don't want to say circulation because the system won't be circulating nearly as much as what we had into the Gulf, but it will still be rotating. It's an area of low pressure. In the southern portion, say closer to the Ohio River, there is a level 1 out of 5 risk for severe weather, and there could be some tornadoes spinning up from some of those. So just be aware of that, just because of the motion, if you will, of all the storms. There will be some rotation there, so just something to be aware of. Tuesday, we'll have highs into the low 80s as that rain moves through. I think Wednesday is going to be an extremely wet day. All right, so we'll have an overnight low Tuesday night into the upper 60s. Wednesday, you're going to have probably widespread showers and thunderstorms, especially into the morning. These are, again, the remnants of Beryl. And then not completely drying out, but more scattered chances heading into the afternoon. Numbers will only be in the upper 70s, so it is going to be considerably cooler throughout the day. And that rain probably hangs on through at least Wednesday night, although I think really tapering off once we get into the late night and overnight hours. We'll eventually turn partly cloudy. Wednesday nights lows into the mid-60s, so quite comfortable. Now, the rest of the extended looks awesome. Once Beryl moves on through, we'll see numbers into the mid-80s for lower 80s for Thursday. Maybe an early morning chance, but really I think we're going to be relatively quiet. I'm going to go mostly sunny. Winds are going to shift to the north and west, so that's less humid air. Thursday night's lows into the mid-60s. Friday looks ideal, sunny. The winds are going to shift a bit to the south and west as high pressure moves off to the east. And that's going to allow those numbers to jump into the mid-80s. Does turn a little bit more muggy as well. Overnight lows Friday night will be in the upper 60s. We'll start heating things up for the weekend. It is going to be humid as well, but I do think we're rain-free all weekend long. Saturday, sunny, highs into the upper 80s. Overnight lows around 70. Sunday, we'll top out with highs into the lower 90s, heading into the end of the weekend, and I think that will carry over into Monday as well with partly cloudy skies and highs into the low 90s as well. So obviously the main event here is going to be the potential for some pretty heavy rain. The latest output, 7-day output, is putting central Indiana between 1 to 2 inches of rainfall over the next 7 days. We could see some locally higher amounts up in the northern half, anywhere between 2 to 4 inches of rainfall over the next 7 days. A lot of this is still track dependent, okay? I think there is going to be somewhere, whether it be Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, and Michigan, all in play for getting some pretty beefy rainfall numbers. So just be aware that could change a little bit. Of course, we'll keep you updated on Wish TV and wishtv.com, our Storm Track A weather app, and make sure you're following along on social media. I'll be happy to give you any updates on any heavy rainfall potential that we may encounter if that axis kind of shifts. I mean, right now, like I said, about 1 to 2 inches around the metro area, but not far away. The northern third of the state is in the 2 to 4 inch range, and that could easily shift down to the south. So definitely worth monitoring here as we go through the week. Obviously, we had been running pretty dry. We had some bouts of heavy rain. I know not everybody got in on the heavy rain during this past week over the holiday, but there could be some minor flooding issues just because of the steadiness of the rain and whatnot. So we'll keep an eye on that for you. All right, we'll wrap up the podcast coming up next here on Weather Weekly. All right, some quick stats here for you. Month of July, as we roll along, we're over a weekend now. Precip for the month, we're just shy of an inch, 0.91. Normal value up to this point is around 1.10, so we're pretty close. Since June 1st, 3.07, we're down nearly 3 inches of rainfall. A lot of that rain actually just came in the last week. And since January 1st, we're still okay, 25.11. That is 0.73 on the plus side for this time of year. All right, let's talk climate here as we roll along. The Climate Prediction Center outlooks here for the next couple of weeks. And we have probably a good chance here for above average temperatures as we go into, let me go to the time frame here, July 15th through the 21st, believe it or not, the entire lower 48. Pretty good shot for above average temperatures. That would include here in the Midwest with a higher than normal, we're in the, what is that? 50 to 60%. So leaning above or likely above, chance for above average temperatures. And in terms of precipitation, we are leaning above 30 to 40% chance for above normal precipitation for the next couple of weeks. So not bad as long as we don't get it all at once and we've got some dry time and all that good stuff. We certainly could use that rain, especially with the summer heat upon us. Thanks so much for checking out this week's podcast. We always love to hear your feedback. You can shoot me an email anytime, marcus.bailey@wishtv.com. You can also reach me on social media at Marcus Bailey Weather. That's what you search for on Facebook. I'm also on X and Instagram at Marcus Bailey. You can also get our forecast 24 hours a day for free at wishtv.com/weather. And of course, with our free Storm Track A weather app. And you can catch my forecast Monday through Friday on the TV side real early in the morning. Hope to see you there. Wish TV's Daybreak from 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. While you're here, make sure to check out all the other great podcasts, all part of the All Weather Podcast. Have a great week. We'll talk to you soon. God bless.
Discover Discover more from Storm Track 8 Weather and Wish TV. Online at wishtv.com and when you follow Wish TV on Facebook. Plus, be sure to check out more great podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.